Hey friends, welcome back. It's good to see you. And hello to you new people too. I'm Courtney. I've got Phaedra and Nyx, my two standard poodles, hanging out in the room with me. You guys asked me to create a tutorial based on the look I did a couple days ago for Nyx on Instagram. And so this is basically that look. I changed it just a little bit because I did red lips rather than hot pink lips. And I did my blush just a tiny bit differently, but overall, it's very similar to the look that I did. I did want to insert swatches for you of the NYX Gloomy Days palette. I have this reviewed in my blog. I'll put a link up here and in the description box down below so you can check out my review. But here's swatches for this palette. The NYX Gloomy Days palette is, in my opinion, a perfect cool tone palette. I would have to say, of all the cool tone palettes that I own, the ones that are pre-made, that this is my favorite. So anyway, if you're curious to see how I got this look, just keep watching. All right, so I've already done my brows. I put on the Kat Von D brow powder and graphite and used the Kat Von D black brow pencil and graphite basically to give me black brows. For the affordable version of this, I would recommend using the NYX Micro Brow Pencil in black or the ColourPop Jet Set Black Brow Pencil. I've already put on eyeshadow primer and set it with setting powder. So we're gonna dip into the NYX Gloomy Days Perfect Filter eyeshadow palette. This is a true cool toned palette. I haven't seen a lot of people talk about it. Well, to be honest, I haven't really seen anybody talk about it on YouTube. Obviously I have friends in the Phyrra NYX Facebook group who love this palette. We're gonna start with this color right here, which is basically shade 10 in the palette. And I'm using my Delium 787 brush. I'm making very big circles on the hood of my eye. Basically where I had it, if I had a crease, this would be where I'm putting the color. But the big fluffy brush used to apply this slightly shimmery taupe shade. This is not a bright eyeshadow look at all, but this is an excellent look at making blue-green eyes pop. So once you have this on and you basically, your lids have a little bit of the taupe color, but most of the color is really into the crease. I'm going to use the Sigma E20, which is from my Sigma Angelica collaboration brush set, and smudge this taupe color along the outer 3/4 of my lower lash line. I'm going to use the matte white color here, and I'm using a Sigma E39. And really just blending out right under my eyebrow. So I'm popping it at the inner corner. I cleaned up all under my eyebrow and at this outer part right here. I'm gonna have to clean up fallout right here. I'm gonna use this shade right here with the Delium 777 brush to put this color on my lid. So I'm using Urban Decay's All Nighter Spray, but NYX has Make It Dewy. And this is basically a light taupe color with a subtle pink shift. And I'm putting it on my lid and the inner lower lid area. So I'm using this shade right here, which is shade number 1 with the Sigma E36. And I'm going to put the color here at the outer corner of the lid and the outer, outer contour area, outer V, outer crease. What I love about the E36 brush, which is also in the Angelica set, but I own this is my 3rd one now just because I use it all the time, is it's perfect for hooded eyes, for getting right into the socket right here. Because it's a really, really nice small brush. And I'm using the Sigma E25, also in the Angelica set, to softly blend out that accent color in little circles. And then I'm just blending left to right along the lower lash line to make sure that deeper color blends in. So I sprayed my face with the Smashbox Coconut Primer Water. NYX has a first base spray, primer spray if you want to use that instead. I'm going to put on NYX A Wavy Glow in Glowtini, which has a pink pearl shift, and I love it. Now I don't have a NYX foundation to put on for this video. I do have somewhere the NYX Total Cover Drops in Pale, which is a good match for my skin tone because it's a pale yellow. I think I'm a cool tone yellow, but that foundation does not work for my dry skin, so I'm not going to put that on. I'm gonna go ahead and put on the Perfect Beauty Skin Perfection Foundation in the shade Luminous. This isn't a perfect match for my skin tone, but I really like how it looks on my skin. So I do really like to apply this with my fingertips, and then I'll go back over it with a damp beauty blender. So I'm going to apply my setting powder, which is the Laura Geller Balance-n-Brighten powder in Porcelain. NYX has a similar setting powder, which is called their NYX No Filter powder. The shade is Alabaster. That one's supposed to be a porcelain with peach undertones. That one turns pink on me. So I'm going to apply a little bit of NYX HD Blush in Taupe. And this is just working as a contour type color for me. I'm going to use NYX Ombre Blush in Mauve, which is awesome for cool toned skin. And one of my tricks with blush is put your 2 fingers here and don't apply blush past the 2 fingers. All right, so this is the NYX Born to Glow palette that I featured on my Instagram, and I'm going to use this top pink color right here as a sort of, I would call it like a blush topper. And I'm using the Sigma F03. This is a NYX Born to Glow highlighter single in the shade Stand Your Ground. And I'm going to use the same Sigma F3 brush to apply this. And I'm just applying this even closer to the eye, and then I'm going to use it to highlight the eye. I'm highlighting under the brow with it, under the outer part of my brow. Popping a little bit at the inner corner. NYX has a ton of mascaras. I'm not sure which is their best rated. I know people always rave about their doll eye. I'm going to put on Milk Makeup's Kush mascara. This is Kat Von D's X pencil. I know that NYX makes a red pencil. I just don't know what it is and if I have it in my stash. I'm going to put on NYX Pin Up Pat Lipstick in Lucy. All right, so these are the eyes up close. You can see the subtle duochrome lid color. So I think if you're looking for the best cool toned eyeshadow palette out there, you should consider the NYX Gloomy Days palette. For 20 bucks, it's pretty amazing. It's actually an eyeshadow formula from NYX that I love, whereas most of their palettes or eyeshadows I'm not that fond of. So I feel like it was money well spent. I believe I bought it from Ulta. So anyway, what do you think of the NYX Perfect Filter palette in Gloomy Days? Be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you like this look, please give it a thumbs up and share. I love it when you share my videos. It makes my day and it really helps me out. Thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.